Well, welcome everybody to this June edition of the Rector's Update on video. And just want to say thank you to everybody who sent in encouragements to Becky in the office. Your words of appreciation are greatly appreciated. So thank you for those encouragements. We just want to say that I think the model that we're using at the moment is going to have to continue for some time. We have certainly had to learn very quickly how to use these new skills, and we're learning new things every week. Of course, though, we long for that time, like everybody, where we can see people and meet again face to face, but only when we can do that safely. Under the government scheme, places of worship will only be considered in the third phase, which for us is the beginning of July. But that doesn't mean that we automatically go back to meeting as we used to, because we know, given current guidelines, that wouldn't be safe to do so. And so we're actually working on what it looks like to use our buildings and looking at various scenarios. All we can say is that when things are clearer, we'll keep you fully informed. We've done risk assessments. I think the most problematic building for us is actually the office, is the hub opposite Marks and Spencer's, just because of the confined working space there. So that's probably the last building that we as a staff team will start to use, but we will be looking at how we use George's Place, how we might be able to use the church, obviously in very different formats to how we've used them in the past. And pray for us, because we're going to need wisdom as we work all of that out in line with the guidelines. Now, of course, whilst we may go to a different form of meeting in the medium term, we will continue to use the internet because it's crucial. It's a great way of being able to include everybody and to communicate to everybody. And so we're going to continue to do that alongside whatever form emerges once that becomes clear. Of course, home groups continue to be an essential part of the life of St George's. I want to say a big shout out, a big thank you to all our small group leaders for the great work you're doing in staying in touch and keeping people together, in encouraging one another, in caring for each other. And if you're not in a small group as a member of St George's and you'd like to be, just drop an email to Richard Knowles and he will look at the best way of including you within a small group. And I know some groups are meeting on Zoom, some are staying together on WhatsApp, others are using the good old phone, but people are caring for one another, and that's a great thing to see at this time. We will continue to update you as things progress and become clearer, so do pray for those who make decisions, for the staff team, for the wardens and PCC when we come to needing to make some wider decisions. Just one encouragement really as we finish. I don't know whether you saw those stats from Tier Fund that normally in a month between 5 to 7% of the UK population will be in church, go to a church service. Well, during this period of lockdown, 25% of the population of the United Kingdom have engaged with an online service in some way. In one sense, it's never been easier to invite somebody to church because they're anonymous. We don't know who's watching. And so can I just encourage you to make the most of these days, even though they're difficult, even though it's different, they are days of opportunity. And so on social media, on Facebook, do share the invitation to an event or a service and make it known to people out there, because you just don't know where that will hit. And we look so much forward to being able to meet again when it is safe to do so, and we're going to keep you fully informed with how we're progressing. So do pray for us, and may God bless you in the month of June, and we look forward to being in touch again as things become clearer. God bless.